Ethereum is at 3,900 almost. Okay. And Van Eyck is saying that, hey, they think Ethereum's going to go to 22,000 by 2030. 2030. I'm reading the chat. It's funny. Anyways, 2030 by 22,000 by 2030. Okay. I think that's realistic. I think ETH could hit probably 10K, maybe even higher, 12K, 15K by this end of this cycle. Maybe a little bullish there, but yeah, 22K by 2030. I think that could be possible as long as someone like Solana doesn't flip them. Okay, then that might change the narrative. But why does Van Eyck think that they are going to go so much higher? Right? Well, there's a lot of reasons. But one of the big reasons is, of course, ETF approval. We know that is already done. But outside of ETF, there are things happening on Ethereum. Okay, like you may be wondering, okay, we got ETFs now. Well, they haven't been released yet, but we got approval, so soon we'll get them. But what else is going on? Well, a lot of people have been talking about RWA, real world assets, or tokenization, more importantly, of real world assets, right? Right now, the biggest players in the game are involved with like banks and financial institutions, but there are a few projects that are not. But right now, this is big news. This actually came out just yesterday. BlackRock and Citadel plan on launching their own stock exchange to compete with the New York Stock Exchange, right? And why is that? Because BlackRock believes in tokenization. They believe it's going to be huge and the next evolution in finance. So guess what? With this stock exchange, he's probably aiming to list some tokenized assets on there. That is, I'm guessing, why he wants to do this. I don't know. But, we have a crypto project called Ondo, best performing month to date. And yeah, this is exactly what it is. It's tokenizing US treasuries. So you can get your yield from it, right? So like right now we have a lot of products like this, and Ondo has been doing very, very well, and their TVL is blowing up. Look at that, 500 million. So we do have a lot of RWA plays right now that are doing quite well. Chainlink also is getting in the game. In fact, JP Morgan, Franklin Templeton, BNY Mellon, they're participating. They're going to use Chainlink as the base layer for their tokens, okay? And where are they tokenizing? Well, you got to figure some kind of funds or some kind of yield, right? Because these are three large banks, and Chainlink has been benefiting from it as well. Ava Labs, which is Avalanche, they're also in the tokenization game. There are a lot of institutions testing Avalanche right now because they want to utilize as a base chain again for tokenization of tokenized assets, right? So Avalanche is in that game. Look at this, RWA platform, tokenized reinsurance fund on Avalanche, 50 million commit. Okay, so right now I gotta say most RWA plays is financial products relating to banks. For myself, not that interested, but I am more interested in seeing what can actually, like, what retail people, what we could care about, right, with tokenized assets. Like, I brought up this project before, and I think this is important, but look at this. I mean, there are things outside of banking products that can be tokenized. Real estate or music, and what do you know? BlackRock is also in this space. So example like Opulus, they're in tokenized, what they tokenize basically music, right? And you would think, why would you need to tokenize music? No, this is not like about putting, music albums on NFTs or anything like that. No, they are doing it differently where you're crowdfunding basically. You could stake your stable coins and get interest based on music deals that Opulus actually formalizes, I guess, with music brands. And same thing. Also, they have artists on here where you can actually use a tokenized kind of like product, basically, almost like an NFT, but they call it an MFT, where you could actually share rewards from your favorite artist albums on stores like Spotify and Apple. So, another way of doing something different, right? Besides all the banking products, financial products, Opulus is doing something with music. But there's other projects that do something with real estate. And there's other products that do something with games, right? There's a lot of things that you can tokenize from the real world. And it's just the beginning. Couple other things. Coinbase released their very, very highly anticipated smart wallet. I still don't know the big deal about it, but just to show you guys what is a smart wallet from Coinbase. Say goodbye to seed phrases. It looks like they're using pass keys. I don't know how that works. Simplified gas fees and transactions. Connect to your Coinbase. The normal wallet already does that. So really, what I take from that is you get rid of recovery phrase. So I don't know how the passkey works. If it works like some of the other products out there, it's probably because they encrypt the key. So you keep one, okay, on say your phone, and then you keep a copy, say off-site somewhere, and then Coinbase keeps a copy, and then you need 2 of the 3 together to be able to recover the phrase. I think that's how it works. It's very controversial because Ledger tried to do this, and everyone screamed at Ledger saying, no, you can't do this, right? So I don't know the details, but it is out. And Gary Gensler was on CNBC, and Jim Cramer flat out asked him if we should have a bonk ETF. Cramer was really stirring up the pot, saying that we have all these assets. It's having millions of dollars of volume per day. Why don't we have ETFs like bonk ETF? I'm not going to play it, but it's actually quite funny. I actually wish I could watch the whole clip because Gary seemed like he was very, very uncomfortable when Jim Cramer asked him that. He did not have a good answer.